today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Mac Jones and the New England Patriots taking on Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense. And leading about a quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season, it's Jameis Winston.
This is a big change for everyone in the Bayou country because Drew Brees is no longer the starting quarterback. So there'll be a new starter for the first time since 2006 for the Saints. Jameis Winston, as we all know, unlimited potential, has a 5,100-yard season on his resume in Tampa. But turnovers, that's the biggest part he's got to change. If he does that, he could take the reins and really run with them in New Orleans.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 113 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Finding some room at midfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. From the 36, Winston finding Taysom Hill complete.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux, but that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Patriots nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Time to get our first look at the Patriot offense and quarterback Matt Jones, the rookie out of Alabama, the number 15 overall pick in 2021.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Jones. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Winston. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Kamara down to the 30 after a gain of 3. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield, but they executed that well.
Yeah.
Really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready. They got it done. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damien Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 13 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Damien Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now Kamara shedding the tackle. A little juke. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Trying the left side with Kamara. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jameis to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got the first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
A partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Parker?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then it curls back inside for the completion.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
And to the surprise of many, the New England Patriots made a huge splash in free agency. And on the first day, they added Hunter Henry from the Chargers. 5 years there, career-high 60 catches last year. He expects that number to go up in New England.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back to throw. Jones. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big scorer, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. That one complete to Hill.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Gets this one to Hill. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Damian Harris of the Patriot offense ready to take over again.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
David Onyemata. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They defer to White out of the shotgun.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd down, here's Harris.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
There's the stiff arm. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Winston now. got that man Landry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. Now Jones on first down. He completes it right side to White. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On second down, it's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jones on third down.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A give. This is Kamara.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. Second down and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 103 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Winston. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. From the gun, Winston. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New England trying to get a place on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Jones now throwing on first down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On second down, they'll run with White. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the delay, here's Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone. The New Orleans offense set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down, Winston. They complete it to Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Winston. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Winston out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Play fake. Winston. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing, Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And now out come the Patriots. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. This is White on the screen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jameis now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and dropped. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Winston now from the 50. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Winston and the Saints now.
Down 21-17, 2:10 on the clock. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Winston.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Winston to throw. Out to his left. Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Winston. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. To Henry. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver,
but it's going to be a 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Saints, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.